Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Badbananawizard, and we are playing the Cat Lady. Potentially the end of the Cat Lady, for all I know. We're going to go and see what the Eye of Adam is up to, and who he is, and what is going on. Okay. It's got a lot of pictures of people. And he's hooked up to oxygen.
You're the Eye of Adam? A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid? Is this a joke? Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me?
Yeah,
you fucking murderer! Tonight it's your turn to die. I'm gonna paint this room with your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile.
I figured you were
I
gonna
swear to
kill
God
him.
I'll do it. Well? Nothing to say? Nothing at all? Aren't you going to beg for your sad little life?
No,
Say
I think
something!
he's come to his
Anything!
peace knowing he's gonna kind of do this.
Mitzi, where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do. You are free to leave if you want. You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand.
I don't trust that gun.
Beg for forgiveness, you scum.
I have a
What
feeling
the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do
he might
you?
not know guns.
Oh, I've
That
dreamt
might
of this
have been
moment for
given to
so
her somehow
long.
through him.
Look at this man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room. I think he's paralyzed.
That's impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it. Do something. Talk for God's sake. I need you to answer me. I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online?
That's a
What
good
the?
point. Oh,
How did he do it?
I think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball. Controller connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
What? That's ridiculous. How do you even know such things?
I'm a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing.
yeah,
He really is just the eye.
that's kind of fun.
But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
I know what you're gonna say, Mr. It's the same thing. Do it. Okay.
What? You arrogant shit! I will fucking do it! Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself?
did you do it? Huh.
It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die,
I
scumbag?
wouldn't do it.
Look at these oxygen tanks. I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
What?
Superheated air.
Why not? I'm the one holding a gun here. And I will blow this bastard's brain out as soon as he looks at me.
Yeah.
You hear me? Look at me. I want you to see what you've done. The pain you've caused me.
Mitzi, that's not what I meant. Just put the gun down for a second.
No! No. I can't do that, Mrs. A. I'm sorry. This is something I have to do. I have to.
Can't you hear that hissing sound? These cylinders are clearly leaking gas.
Please stay out of it.
You're gonna
You'll
kill us
make
all.
a whole room blow up.
I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Mitzi.
You lied to me. You never said you wanted to kill him.
Now, wasn't that quite obvious? What did you think I wanted to do? Have a coffee with him? Chat about the weather or politics? For God's sake, I'm here because this son of a bitch needs to die. If I don't kill him now, he'll just carry on and more innocent people will lose their lives. Do you really want that?
Well, I can't
Because I
really
don't.
anymore because his caretaker is dead.
This isn't the way to do it. Just turn these computers off instead.
No! He doesn't deserve to live after what he's done.
And who are you to serve justice like this? Do you really want to kill an unarmed, paralyzed man?
Why are you doing this, Mrs. A? I thought you were my friend.
That's exactly why I'm doing this. Even if we survive the explosion, how will you be able to live with yourself?
I won't have very long to live with it. I'll manage just fine.
Without his father, he's harmless. He was the one who supplied him with all this technology. He fulfilled his every single wish. I know this guy's rotten bad. There's no excuse for what he did. But he will be punished for it. Trust me. They'll put him in some stinking nursing home. He'll live his life like a vegetable. Stuck to bed. He'll have time to think about what he's done.
Yeah, I suppose.
And he'll never see a computer screen again. Isn't that enough?
He said, do it. He wants to die and I want to kill him.
He wants us all to die. Can't you see that?
Yeah.
Isn't that what he's been preaching? A joint suicide. That's why he wants you to shoot him. So we can all get blown to pieces.
His final act. The work of his life. Are you really going to give him that satisfaction? Remember what you said about feeding the troll? That's exactly what you're going to do if you kill him now.
That's very true.
No. Maybe you're right. You should leave, Mrs. A. I've never wanted you to get hurt.
Mitzi.
But I'm not going away without this fucker dead. Even if that means I die too.
Just
Mitzi,
wheel him out of the
have
room
you lost
and
your
then kill him.
mind?
Come on.
You're going to sacrifice your life for this scum? He's a parasite. A worthless, evil piece of shit.
It's not like I've got anyone to live for, is it?
What? What about your mother? Your family?
She's dead. Yeah, I lied. I always lie. I grew up in an orphanage. My family never wanted to know me. The only person that cared about me was Jack. And he's dead. Yeah. Happy now?
Well, now she tells the truth. Huh.
So get the fuck out of here and let me do what I got to do.
I care about you. Do it for me.
Yeah, Yeah, seriously. All of a sudden, things are gonna change. Come on, Mitzi, you can do it.
Come on, mate. It's been a long day. Let's go home. We've won.
Have we really?
Trust me. I know we have.
How?
I'm the cat lady. From now on, I win every single day.
I guess so. Now that you don't have the crazy old lady. Which is you, I guess, this whole time. Interesting. Interesting. So we talked her out of it. Nice. That is what I was hoping to have happen. So I don't want him to kill us all. I want the happy ending.
It's me, again, talking about my ordinary little life, as usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. Maybe I'm not a cat lady anymore. Things have changed here since Mitzi's death.
Oh. Really?
I'll never forget those last few weeks. It's a horrible way to die. Stuck in a hospital bed with no hope and whole life to pass you by. 6 months ago, I lost the best friend I'd ever had. But at least we knew it was coming. I had time to accept it, just like she did. And I can only be glad we spent that time together. I still miss her, though. Every day. Did I ever mention I got into all this because of her? I opened her laptop the night after the funeral, and there it was. A friend request, over a year old. A little gift from behind the grave. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help.
Wow. So, Mitzi did die from her cancer. Wow.
And now, I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream. But I woke up today, feeling better.
That's
Maybe
the
I can never get
blue
rid of
sky
it.
I've seen
This
so far in this game.
invisible illness. Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me, asleep, waiting. And when it'll hit me hard.
Wow.
But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on, It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
Yeah, the girl, Susan. Wow. That's it. Interesting. I want to know more, though. I want to know if all this crazy stuff that happened still happens, you know? Because I guess that was the story. So, that was the story of Susan Ashworth. But Joe Davis, still down there in the basement in that hidden wall with his wife, Ivy, or whatever, doing whatever he was doing. You know, that's weird. That's no closure for that. But I guess that was maybe our fault for not picking the right choice throughout the game. Because there were multiple choices of what to do with Joe and everything that happened. Killing the monster or not, and you know what? That does not make much sense to me. But when we were with Joe and in that weird place where that monster was that he had, that was saying misery, and we got the screwdriver out of the book and everything. Maybe that was his old lady to us. And if we killed it for him, he would have been no longer dealing with what he was feeling. Maybe. Really hard to wrap my mind around all of it. It's really good. Really, really well written. And the fact that there's multiple choices, multiple things that you can do with everything, that was phenomenal. That we had multiple choices to where we could, it's just even at the ending, that's not even all the other stuff in between. We could have picked potentially the wrong candle, killed ourselves forever or whatever. Picked the right candle, gotten the choices we got in there, which had multiple choices as well of Mitzi just blowing everything up, or refusing, and who knows what would have happened if we refused. Maybe the old lady inside Susan would have blown a candle out for us, or maybe we would have just lived with her. Just carried on like that. Who knows? But man, was this a ride and an incredible journey. It's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I am still amazed and shocked and awed at all of this story. This was great. It takes me back to reading Stephen King. I love Stephen King's book. Dark Tower series was one of the absolute best books in the world that I've ever written. Just fantastic, fantastic story. And I suggest everybody in the world read it, if possible. It's as big as the Bible itself, if not bigger or smaller. I don't know. Haven't counted the pages or the letters and words and everything. But yeah, it was big. So, yeah. Fantastic. That's all I can say, really. Don't have much else I can say. Am I yawning? I yawn too much. Maybe I need better sleep. But yeah, awesome stuff. Can't say enough. That was by far one of the best games I've played in a long time. I mean, there's games where I'd play it and just be like, yeah, it's a game, whatever. It's like Terraria when I was playing that, you know. Press any key to live? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that actually pushing the press any key to live actually closed the game. Nice subtle touch. Press any key to live and then it kills the game, and so you're back in your own life. Very nice finishing touch. So just an awesome game all around. Really incredible. I want to go back and get all the other choices, but I don't at the same time because there's no real way to skip the dialogue, and I don't want to necessarily play through it all again or load up each individual save that I had and go back through it all with all of the dialogue. It was a great story. It's like reading a book. Maybe one day I'll go back to it and read it again, but not right now, because you don't just read the same book twice in a row. That, at least I don't. I let it linger in my mind for a while and then come back to it to refreshen things and do things a little different with this game because it's a multiple choice. So thank you very much for watching me, ladies and gentlemen, through the Cat Lady, if anyone's been watching through it. And thank you very much for bearing with the audio issues that I've had with Audacity and recording. Still kind of trying to figure out the root cause of it. It's just sometimes it will stop out of nowhere, and I have no clue what it is. Maybe it's my microphone cord being just a tad finicky and disconnecting, causing it to stop, but I don't know for sure. I'll figure that out eventually. So thank you very much for watching. Very much. It means a lot to me that you guys enjoy what I'm putting up here for you, and I will see you guys next time with whatever we do. See you then.